All right, thank you very much. Happy Monday evening. So sometimes, believe it or not, winking, I can be like get in my head and be upset with humanity as a whole. Why don't they do this? Why don't they do that? If only they understood this. This is a practice of frustration and futility, which will lead to nothing. And when I get into that pattern, I have little things that remind myself, like focus on yourself. And then I talked about that earlier. Am I doing the same things I'm being weird about other people doing? But then I also remember that I am on TikTok, and on TikTok, I post like how to meditate, all the different poses we do, some stuff about yoga stories and all these things. And they get an okay amount of views. But my video on TikTok that gets the absolute most views, like maybe 10 times as many of the views, was a video that I posted really early just because I didn't know what to post. And I was in my car and I was moving on the seat. And every time I moved, it made a fart noise. So I videotaped that. And that is my highest viewed TikTok video. And I have to remember that when I'm thinking about saving the world. Because, you know, it's like a puppy. And we just have to just try to enjoy it. And I hope that made some kind of sense. Thank you for coming. We're going to start standing today. That'll be new and fresh. So let's stand, and I'm going to move way back there. And once standing, we're going to gently hop about. Now, like I always say, if you're on the second floor and you don't want to bother your neighbors, just foot to foot, not that big a deal, shake the hands. But if you can hop, you really want to hop, go ahead and hop. We can begin breathing in and out through the nose as we're hopping. Shaking the hands, get everything off the fingers. Excellent. With the feet a little bit apart, we're going to bend slightly at the knees, just a tiny little bend there. And then we're going to swing the arms side to side. The little bend in the knees surprisingly keeps it from going down into the knees. So we want to keep this movement kind of in the upper part of the body, and the bend is kind of better for that. So we'll just keep breathing. We're going to breathe in through the nose and out through the nose. You can restrict the throat if you like a little bit. So a little more of this. Excellent. Let's stand. We're going to step one foot over the other, and we're going to lower ourselves down. Now, I'm aware some people are super flexible, and if it feels weird just to come all the way down into this, gently touch the floor. But if you're like me and not super flexible in the legs, then to grab the elbows and hang, or circle in the arms, which doubles up on the shoulder joint. We got the head drop down. We keep on breathing. Excellent. We'll stay down, and we're going to switch the feet. So over to the other side. And then I like the pendulum on the second one. But again, you can hold the elbows. You can gently touch the ground. Lots of options. Mainly, we're kind of stretching the low back in slightly different ways because the feet are stepping over each other. And engage the core, and let's simply stand. And on the left foot, we will stay standing. We're going to lift the, I'm going to come up close for this. We'll lift the right knee and intertwine the fingers and hold that knee. I'm going to flex the foot, pulling the toes towards the shin, core in, standing up tall, breathing in the nose. So balancing can be difficult. The visual focus, we refer to as the dristi, is very helpful. If we stare at something out in front of us 8, 9, 10 feet, it'll help us balance, that focus. Very nice. Let's do the other foot. And so I'm standing on the right, lifting the left, and I am engaging the big toe towards the shin. Some people like to turn, getting that ankle joint open, but I like the engagement of the big toe to the shin. Standing tall, finding the visual, breathing in the nose. Very nice. Let that down. Our beginning stance, we'll call it mountain pose. Big toes together, ankles a little bit apart, core in, maybe thumbs out, nice on the shoulders, palms in is fine. We're going to move with the breathing. We're going to breathe in, reach up and look up. Hands are in prayer above the head. And then we're going to breathe out and forward fold, fingers low, either on the ground or on the shins, legs straight. Look up, pull the shoulder blades together. Forward fold on the out breath. Up again to the ceiling. We're going to come hands in prayer down through the heart center, pushing into the earth. We're going to circle back up on the in-breath. Breathing out again, forward folding, fingers low. We look up, flatten the back. Forward fold, out breath. Up again to the sky. Down through the heart center, pushing into the earth. We're going to circle back up, breathing in. Breathing out, forward folding, fingers low again. We look up, lengthen the tail through the eyeballs. Forward fold on the out breath. All the way back up, reaching out and up. Down through the heart center, pushing into the earth. We're going to circle back up, breathing in through the nose. Breathing out, forward folding, again, fingers low. We look up, forward fold, up again to the sky. We're doing it on this one. Down through the heart, pushing into the earth. Circling back, up, breathing in. Breathing out, forward folding, fingers low again. We look up, and we're going to step back to the top of our first push-up. Belly and legs tight. We'll hang out here for a couple of breaths. Middle finger straight forward. Excellent. When you're ready, we'll lower down, maybe hover 2 inches or hit the ground, roll forward, up dog, third eye looking, legs tight, and then down dog, pulling up and back. Feet 2 fists apart. You could bend one leg, push the opposite heel towards down if you like. Breathing, watching the knees move or looking at the navel. All right, step or walk, jump, top of the mat, fingers low, we look up, the forward fold, all the way back up to the ceiling, hands in prayer. They come down through the heart center, pushing into the earth, circle back up on the in-breath. Breathing out, forward fold, again, fingers low. We look up, flatten the back. We're stepping, again, top of push-up, lower drop. Up dog, third eye, tight legs, and down dog, pulling up and back. Very nice. If you like, up on the toes on the in-breath, down with the heels on the out-breath, or you could stay still looking at the knees of the navel, middle finger straight forward, the whole hand on the mat. All right, step, hop, top of the mat, toes together. We look up, forward fold. All the way back up again to the ceiling, down through the heart center, pushing into the earth. We circle back up on the in-breath. Breathing out, forward folding, fingers low. We look up, we step back, top of push-up, lower drop, up dog, and down dog. And we're going to stay right here breathing. All right, step, jump, top of the mat, toes together. We look up, the forward fold. Come on all the way up, hands in prayer to the ceiling. Keep them up there, pull the core in, lift the heart, look up, Lengthen the looking through the fingers to the ceiling and maybe arch back. Great. Arms down at the sides. Tight core. Still breathing though, even though we're not moving. Okay. We're going to do something a little different tonight. We're going to do the second set of the Surya Namaskara B with Crescent Pose. You're welcome to do Warrior One if you prefer, but we're going to do Crescent Pose if you want to come along on that. So let's sit in chair again. Great. Up, over, forward folding. We look up. We step back, a top of push-up again. Lower drop. Up dog. And down dog. So right foot stepping, and then for crescent, we stay on the ball of the back foot. So it really feels different in through the hip. It's just a different approach to this part of the leg. Arms up, knees still over ankle. I'm going to take a couple of breaths here, get warmed up into it. Got a few variations we'll do with this sequence. Great, hands down again. Stepping back, top of push-up, lower drop, up dog, and down dog. So left side crescent, staying on the ball of the right foot. We're gonna reach up again and hang out here, breathing. Good, hands down again, stepping back, lower drop, up dog, and down dog. And we're gonna breathe here. Resting anytime you like. All right, step hop, top of the mat. We look up, forward fold, feet and knees together, sitting in chair. Standing, shoulders back, tight core. And let's keep doing that. We sit in chair again. And up, over, forward folding. We look up. We step back, top of push-up, lower drop, up dog, down dog. Right foot, crescent again. Back up, arms up again. And then if you like, you can just do it real light. And you can bounce a little bit into crescent. And as you bounce, you can really feel it pulling on the top of the leg that is back behind us, the left one on the quad. So, and you can go real light and you can kind of experiment with how much of that you want to do. Excellent. Hands down again, stepping back, lower drop, up dog, and down dog. And left side stepping, please. Crescent. So we're on the ball of the right foot, the arms up. And again, you're welcome to bounce a little bit, kind of pulling on that leg. Excellent. Hands down again, step back, lower drop, up dog, and down dog. And we're going to stay right here breathing. All right, step hop, top of the mat, toes together. We look up, forward fold, feet and knees sitting in chair, standing, shoulders back, tight core. Excellent. Let's do it again. We sit in chair, up, over, forward folding. We're going to look up. We're going to step back, top of push-up again, lower drop, up dog, down dog. Crescent again on the right, right foot steps. We're coming back up. We're going to do a super mild twist. We're going to reach the right arm back behind us and the left hand forward. Both palms are facing out to the right. Excellent. Hands back down, step back, lower drop, up dog, and down dog. And left side stepping, please, crescent. Arms back up. And then we'll do that twist again. So right arm forward, left hand back. And again, you can go as little or as heavy as you like on that. I'm going to breathe here. Great. Touch the ceiling again. And hands back down, stepping back, lower drop, up dog, and down dog. And great. We'll stay right here. All right, step hop, top of the mat, toes together. We look up, the forward fold, feet and knees together, Utkatasana, standing. And we're gonna do one more with a bit of a trick. So we sit in chair. Good, up, over, forward fold, and we look up, we step back, top of push up again, lower drop, up dog, and down dog. Right side crescent again, back up, give a moment, find your stability. And this left leg, in your mind, feel it up here in front of you. And then the fact that I said trick lets you know that it's probably easier than it looks. We're going to throw that left leg up to the top and grab the knee and take a couple of breaths here standing tall. And then slow motion, if you can, we step it back. Excellent. Hands back down, stepping back, lower and drop, up dog, and down dog. So left foot stepping for crescent, back up. Give it a moment, get stable here. In your mind, see the knee up here, and then put it up there. And we balance a little bit, breathing, find the drishti, the visual lock. And in slow motion, we step it all the way back, touch the ceiling, and hands back down, stepping back again, lower drop, up dog, and down dog, and great. We're gonna breathe right here. All right, step hop, top of the mat, toes together. We look up, the forward fold, feet and knees together, sitting in chair. And we're gonna stay here breathing. All right, let's stand, feet apart about the distance of the hips. We're gonna grab the elbows, and we're just gonna hang down and let all responsibility drop off the back. Crown of the head hanging right down to the earth. All the way up to the ceiling. And then peace fingers come all the way down. We're grabbing under the big toes, thumbs touching, elbows out and away, top of the head towards down. Up again to the ceiling. And down again, hands under feet From the front, toes touching the crease in the wrist. You can pull up on the feet, leg from the top of the head down. Excellent. Let's stand top of the mat. I'm just going to take a moment here. Big toes together, ankles apart if you like. We're just going to take a few breaths here because we're going to pivot tonight, but let's breathe and stand. Okay, left foot steps back about the distance of one of your legs. Right foot stays pointing forward. We're doing the base of triangle. That back foot is about 45 degrees, somewhere in there. We're going to reach the arms up. We're going to take a breath in. As we breathe out, we're going to reach out for triangle, right hand down, left arm up. And if possible, we're looking to the reaching hand, which is our dristi. You could look down and you want the nose pointing right to the foot. And we're going to stay here and breathe. And let's come all the way up and we're going to pivot, right toes to 45, left toes out. We're going to reach out over that left foot and then left hand down, right arm up. We breathe here in triangle on the other side. Great, up again. We're going to pivot, left toes 45, right toes straight out forward. We're going to shorten the stance a couple of inches. We're going to lean slightly forward, reaching the left arm out like a half Superman. We're going to take a couple of breaths here. And then we twist, left hand down, right arm up. You can take the back of the hand outside of the leg. Don't let the right hip jump out. Lengthen the tail to the crown of the head. Keep on breathing. Good. Up again. We pivot. Right toes 45, left toes out. Reach that right arm all the way forward and out with a slight forward fold. We're going to hold here just a little bit. And then let's twist the other side. Right hand down, left arm up. Good. Up again. We pivot, left toes in, 45, right toes straight out. Re-lengthen the stance. And tonight, our first warrior, warrior 2. We're going to stay here looking at the right hand, breathing, knee over the ankle, tight core, dropping the shoulders. And let's do extended side angle, the center of the right forearm out on the leg, near the knee, left arm up and over. You're welcome to put the right hand on the ground. We're going to keep reaching that long line from the foot in the back to the fingers, the palm facing the earth. Look up along the armpit to the ceiling. If the right hand went down, look slightly forward to the reaching hand. Great. Back up, straight the right leg so we can pivot. Right toes to 45, left toes out. And we'll do warrior two now. Again, out the back here, dropping the shoulders, holding the core, lifting at the left hand. Good. Forearm on the leg, right arm up and over. Reaching long, breathing. And whatever you did on the other side, see if you can do the same on this side. So if that left hand went, or the hand went down, go ahead, left hand down. Great. Back up, straight this left leg. We pivot those left toes to 45, right toes out. Warrior two again. Let's just hold it for a couple of breaths here. We're going to turn the right hand so the palm faces the ceiling. Left hand's going to barely touch the back leg. We're going to arch back, keeping the knee over the ankle. Good. Straight the leg in the front, and we're going to pivot again. Right toes 45, left toes out, bend the leg. We'll do a moment of warrior two again. We're going to turn the left hand to the palm facing the ceiling. Right hand barely touches the back leg. Arch it back again, looking up along the elbow. Good. Straight that leg. We're coming into horse. So we'll just turn the left toes to, they're pointed splayed out a bit, the right toes splayed out a bit, like so. And we're going to bend the legs, opening up the legs, and we're going to hold the ceiling. We're going to breathe right here. Excellent. Let's stand. The feet now will turn so they're running straight forward. So the outside edges of them are about the same as the outside edges of your mat. We're going to reach straight up and then straight down with the fingers right on the line of the big toes. You drop the head down. You could bring the palms down if you like, but keep the legs straight. So just go where your body lets you go, and we forward fold. And all the way up, we're going to reach out to the ends of the fingers behind the back. If your upper back is holding tension, push the palms all the way together. It will feel like your forward fold is restricted, which is fine, but it'll release that tension in the upper back. Otherwise, hands still interlaced, but a little bit apart with the palms. Your choice. We're going to breathe here. Light in the toes. You can lift them and then put them down super light. We breathe here. Great. Back up. Touch the ceiling. And back down, we're grabbing shins, ankles, or big toes with the peace fingers, elbows pulling out and away. Even if you only have the ankles, the elbows can still pull out and away. Let the head drop down, keep on breathing. And let's stay down low, both hands over to the right, left shoulder under and through. And then over to the other side, right shoulder under and through. All right, let's stand. We're going to shorten the stance to 3 feet apart, and then we're going to turn the right toes straight forward, left foot again at about 45 degrees, arms out. And if you're having an upper back day, I would do palms together again, intertwine back behind the back, arms reaching down. Otherwise, grab elbows, a reverse prayer. We're going to look up. Keep those shoulder blades pulling back. And yes, it will restrict your forward fold, but it's fine. Keep the shoulder blades back and together and come down and look at the foot as best as you can. We're going to breathe here. And you could stay in this here pyramid pose, or you could do warrior 3, which I'm going to do, hopping onto that right foot, pointing the left foot mostly straight back. I am flexing the left foot, pulling the big toe towards the shin. Ardha Chandrasana, right hand down, left arm up. And switching the hands, if you like, that's tough. Good, and put that left foot back down. We're going to pivot so we can do all that on the other side. Right toes 45, left toes out. Again, arms behind the back, you have all the choices. So decide what your body is needing on that. Shoulder blades back and together, we look up and we fold down again, looking at the left foot. If you like, up onto that left foot for warrior 3. If you like, left hand down, right arm up. And switching the hands. Great, let's stand and we'll come up to the top of the mat. You're gonna shake it out and then let's take a moment, just a couple of breaths standing, shoulders back, core a bit engaged. We're gonna do a tree pose, standing on the left foot. We're gonna lift the right leg up and you can hold it there. If it locks, great. Otherwise, continue holding it or put it in the front. Hands to the heart or all the way up. And let's breathe here for a bit. All right, let that down, step it out. Standing on the right, we're going to lift the left And then try to do what you did on the other side as best you can, a match of that, a mirror of that. Breathing here, a little bit of core engaged. All right, let that down, step it out a little bit. Standing on the left, we're going to lift the right knee up, and the right knee we're going to grab with the right hand, left hand on the hip. You could stay here, or you could grab your big toe with the peace fingers and thumb extending. Otherwise, just hold the knee. And we're going to breathe standing tall. And we're going to open that leg out to the right as we look out to the left. Back to center, leg out on its own. Excellent. Let that down, step it out. And we're going to stand on the right and lift the left. Left hand grabs the knee. You could extend the leg. We're going to stand up tall. Breathing. Yes, I did just crack my toes on the ground on purpose. Take a moment. I did it unconsciously though. And open that leg out to the left. Whoa, as we look to the right. To center again, leg out on its own. Show me the bottom of your foot. Woo, all right. So heels under the hips, toes just slightly barely splayed. We're going to come down into the squat. Push the elbows against the legs, the hands in prayer lengthening up the back. I'm going to stay here for a little bit if you wanted to do crow or headstand. Otherwise, staying here, this pose is real nice for the low back. We're going to breathe. This is yoga namaskara. I've been calling it yoga squats. We're going to bring the hands straight forward, and then we'll come in all the way up to the ceiling, lifting the heart through the nose of the fingers, back down, hands straight forward. And all the way up again, lifting, 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 and back down. And yes, one more, magic 3, back up. And back down. Let's come to hands and knees. Knees are under the hips. We're going to take just a moment here in hands and knees. Just a couple of breaths. Now we're going to do that twist we did not do earlier. We're going to step the right foot top of the mat, reaching the arms up like a big funnel right here. So with the right foot at the front of the mat, we're going to take the left elbow and swing it outside of the leg. Hands in prayer, turn in towards the face. You could stay here. You could roll back on the ball of the left foot if you like, lifting the knee. We're going to breathe. Good. Hands down, we're going to switch it. Left foot up to the top, right knee stays down. Arms up again like a big funnel. And right elbow outside of left, hands in prayer. And again, whatever you did on the other side, see if it's possible to do the same on this side. All right, hands down. We're going to step all the way back to the top of push-up. Tight, we lower down, up dog, and down dog. We're going to hold the right foot up over the back wall. We'll take a couple of breaths here. You can bend that leg, opening up the hip if you like. And then throw that shin top of the mat, scoot the left leg back, lift the heart to the ceiling, and then hands down, forearms down, head down. We're going to breathe here. All right, hands top of the mat. We're going to step back. You could shake that right leg if you care to. Top of push-up again, tight. We lower down, up dog, and down dog. And left foot reaching up. You can bend that leg if you like. And throw that shin top of the mat. Scoot the right leg back, lift the heart. And again, hands down, forearms down. We're going to breathe. All right, hands down. We are stepping back one more time to the top of push-up. We lower and drop, up dog, and down dog. And yes, let's sit down. Legs straight out in front, big toes together, ankles apart, same as when standing. We're going to breathe in and reach up. We're going to breathe out and try to touch the toes all the way back up. And to make it a breathing exercise, so in breath up, out breath down, super big breathing in the nose. Good, touch the ceiling. And then let's bring the arms down, and we're going to bring these soles of the feet together, Baddha Konasana. Bring those heels in tight. Left hand grabs the small toes, right hand on top, sit up tall. You can butterfly the legs. Definitely try to imagine your back and the back of your head against the wall and try to put those shoulders on that wall. And you could, as I said, butterfly the legs if you like, but let's breathe here, staring straight forward. Good. We're going to fold forward, pushing the elbows against the leg. We're going to put the heart on the big toes. Keep the shoulder blades back, and yes, it will restrict the forward fold, but it's probably better for us. Good. Back up. Let's extend the legs out in front of us, and you could shake them around a bit. We are going to do a reverse plank right here. So we're going to turn the hands so the fingers are pointing up towards the feet, and the hands are back far enough so that as we kind of seem like we're laying back, the shoulders are over the wrists. We're going to point the toes, lift the hips, and look at the ceiling. Great. Back down. We're bending the right leg. We're going to hug it in there tight. Left toes pointing to the ceiling. Left arm grabs the right leg. Right hand behind you, shoulder back. You could also bring the elbow outside the leg. We're going to sit up tall, look at the wall at the eye line, and breathe. Excellent. Let's do the other side. Right leg out, left foot in. Right arm grabs the leg, hand behind you. We sit up tall. And whatever you did on the other side, do the same. That right foot, the toes are pointing to the ceiling. Back to center. Both legs bent. We're going to do our core work, arms under the legs. We roll back. You could stay here. You could let go. You could straighten the legs. And we're going to breathe, looking at the feet, shoulders back. Excellent. Cross the legs, sit up really tall. And up again, number 2. And cross the legs, sit up tall. Up again, number 3. Cross the legs, sit up tall. Number 4, here we are. Cross the legs, sit up tall. And last one, number 5. Excellent. Hug the knees in. We're going to lie back. You can take the forearms and grab the shins and pull the shins down and bring the nose up. Great. And we're going to put the feet down flat, feet on knees, 2 fists apart, longest finger almost touches the heel. We're going to lift the hips. As we lift the hips, tuck one shoulder, then the other, intertwine the fingers, push the arms down. And those of you that want to do Urdhva Dhanurasana, please, we do that here if you like. Otherwise, I'm staying in bridge. Good, all the way down. We'll hug the knees in again. You're welcome to stay with just the feet up against the wall. Those of you that want to come along, we are going plow first, kicking the feet up and over the head, legs straight, hands can be on the back or fingers interlaced with the arms down. We're going to take a couple of breaths right here. And if your hands are not on the back, place them there now, and we come straight up into the sky. All right, bend the legs, bring the knees down towards the ears, roll onto your back into dead bug. Soles of the feet to the ceiling, knees in the armpit, and you can rock back and forth a bit if you like. Great, knees into the chest again. Imagine you have pencils, one on each knee pointing at the ceiling. Together, we're drawing a big circle on the ceiling. So the knees stay together, one direction here at first. And then the opposite direction, please. Great, back to center. Keep the knees up though, arms out like a T. We take a breath in and let the knees fall to the right as we look to the left, and I'm going to put my right hand on top of the legs. And we're going to breathe here. We'll take our time on this one. Good, let's come all the way up and over to the other side. And we'll look and reach out to the right. Great, back to center. Hug the knees into your chest. Thank yourself for coming out. Tell yourself you did a good job. And I'm going to roll up to a seated meditation or a seated position so we can do meditation. I'm going to sit on my rolled up mat and I'll walk us through, and then I'm going to adjust the lights. So let me set my timer. Great. 5 minutes, legs gently crossed, intertwine fingers or one hand on top of the other, thumbs touching. Back straight, so the shoulders can pull back a little, the core a little tiny bit in. Chin hanging slightly to the chest. Becoming aware of the body breathing itself. If that's not enough to keep us occupied today or any day, We can breathe the body like we did in class and really experience that, feeling it, putting our focus on it. And if you're still feeling distracted, you can count those breaths that you're breathing. And when you get to 11, we start over again. All right, let's bring the hands to the heart center. Rub them together, making a little bit of fire. And we're going to reach the arms up into the sky like a big funnel. We're going to take a breath in through the nose as much as we can get. We're going to breathe in more through the mouth. and even more if it'll fit. We're gonna hold tight core, tight legs, lift the floor, hold, and then let everything out. You're living your dream, don't miss it. Namaste. Thank you for coming out tonight. It is danieloverberger.com. You can find links to my Venmo and PayPal. Everyone here knows that. Let me finish this out.